Hi again, it's me. We had some network issues, but I hope now it's gonna work. So let's start from the beginning. I want to show you the studio that I work in. This is my studio. This is the Moog Voyager that I work with. This is my sound card. This is the other sound card. This is my monitor. And yeah, basically I work with sound card, a few synthesizer, regular monitors, and computer, some acoustic, and that's it basically. If anybody want to ask me questions about the production, about how we did it, you just can ask me anything you want. I will try to help to answer everybody. Okay, so let's go to the project of Party People. I work with Cubase. Yeah, let me play something. This is basically the intro that I did. I wish Ali Mora could be with us. He just actually on his way to Miami, so I try to help and answer about everything you're gonna ask me, guys. Let's see how many people is with us. Hello. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we have some people with us. Yeah, it's actually the first time that I doing live, so I don't know how the camera it's work and everything, so let's check. Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for the support so far on my track, Party People. Again, to all the guys that don't know me, I'm Yaniv, Mr. Black, and it's my pleasure, you know, to show you some tricks, some effects that I did, which instrument I use, and basically everything you want to know. So, okay. This is Cubase 9 to the guys that asking me. I like to work with the kind of folders and to put all the kick and bass and FX and some lines in the same folder. Let's start from the beginning. You can see this is the RME analyzer. I always use it. It shows me all the frequency. You can see here the stereo, the level, which is really important to me when I mix some music. Yeah, okay. So usually in the intro, I like to show and introduce some parts that are gonna be in the track. For example, the drums, the bass line, and everything that I'm gonna use in the drop. I try to introduce in the beginning. You can see here. This is like the bass line. I don't know if you can hear it because it's a low frequency. Here are export actually the kick and the bass together with lots of verb. You can see here in the drop it's separate, like on a kick, on a stab bass, only sub, only hard kick with a little bit of noise. And yeah, let's start. As you can see, this I built from few layers that I did with the Spire. Actually, I bounce it and I mix it together, like you see here. Let me show you. Yeah, here in the same folder in a group, and after I layer it, it sounds like this sound separate, and then this sound, and of course a lot of noise, and square bass, and together it sounds like this. Yeah, and this is like the rise up part. Here I use the drums. I try to bring a little bit of authentic drums all over the track. You can hear this kind of cowbell and some African drums. It's a lot of layers because I want everything to be fat, and of course I use always a crowd for the energy of the party. So basically the drum section in the break sound like this. Yeah, it's a kind of a carnival drums. And together it goes like this. Yeah. I don't know if the quality is good, you hear me and see me, because here it's like stuck a little bit, but I hope it's working well. So, hello Aviad, hello Zanzuri, how are you? Hello guys. So if you have something to ask me and would like to know about the productions, about anything you want to know, just hit me up. Yeah. Okay. So let's go for the drop. A lot of people ask me about this drop and what is the inspiration about this drop. So basically, for those guys that don't know me, I have two projects. One of them is Mr. Black. The other one it's Warriors. It's a kind of new one, and we try to mix EDM with trance. So I try to bring for this track a little bit the feeling of psytrance, but with more main stage feeling with the step, with the bass line. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I have like few kick that I work here. This one is the main kick. As you can see, you have like very long tail and a lot lots of sub. I use the punch kick that sound like this. Very small, but it helps a lot in the interior mix. Here is together. Yeah. And for the drop, this is the main step. Yeah, it's kind of a big step with a a lot of verb. I can show you what I put on it if you want. It's a little bit of stereo. I like to spread the stereo, and because I don't want the step to be in the middle with the sub. Also, I put a little bit of sidechain from Nicky Romero. Also a few EQ and some verbs on the sound effect. Yeah, basically this is the step, this is the sub. This is why I use the word psytrance. If you can hear it, it's like very low, and the bass line is running, so it gives the feeling of psytrance a little bit. This is like the hit. So when the bass comes, it's bring a little bit of subby feeling, and then the step join. Okay, so let's hear it. Yeah, in this part, the second part of the first drop, I try to use some authentic drums, like we call it darbuka. It's like let's go to the drum section. Yeah, it's a little bit authentic. It gives like some Middle East feeling, but it's kind of nice to use it on this kind of drop. Yeah. Yeah, before we go to second break, I would like to ask you what do you want to know about this track. Hello Yotam, hello Zvika, hello Ina. How are you guys? Yeah. So if you have any questions before we keep going, I would like to know. Hello Varon, 22 bullets. What's up? Hello Ido. Okay guys, so let's keep move, to the, and of course I'm gonna stop and ask you, and if somebody want to know something specific, I will answer. Alright, this is the second break. To be honest, we work on this break almost like 10 times we changed the sound. And the first time we try some progressive feeling, and then we try to use some strings and the orchestra, but we decided to use the brass section, like you know here, because it feel like it's more fitting with the drop, because the drop is kind of aggressive. So we want something in between. We want it a little bit melody, but still aggressive, and still give the main stage feeling. So this is the brass. Of course, I use Nexus in the beginning, but now it's kind of stems because the computer is kind of heavy. So I want to show you something. I have like two computers. This is the old one, which has just connect actually today, especially for the live show. And this is the new one. You can see it's look like father and son. It's like very small, but it give me like very good job in past. Okay, so this is basically the string, the stems of the brass. Again, the Ruka is here together. Also, I use the bass line. The bass line was a massive sound. What else? Just put this little voice to create some tension and energy with the drums. This is the harmony that goes together with the drums. Then going back to the main rise up. Hello Georgie, what did you ask? How long does it take to finish this track? To be honest, it took us, I think, something like 3 months, actually. We work through the Skype. I send stems, he sent me back, Alimora, of course. And we sent some versions and ideas between us. And this is basically what, how to work, you know, in the internet. So let's check if there is more question. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the track. Okay. A lot of people ask me about what I use to make mastering, so it's always different in my case. This track I did something really interesting. Let's say I actually did nothing. This is the most interesting. You see, I just try to use SSL and sausage fattener, and in the end it sounds so good for me, of course, with the mix, so I didn't put anything on the master. So yeah, to all those guys that asking me about mastering, it's of course not every time and not for every track. It's always it always change. Okay, so we are here. I see some request from Ido, which I have to answer him. You want to see the beat mix? I will show you the beat mix. I did it in the beginning, but I see a lot of people just join us. So yeah. Put this voice just to create the tension. It goes here in the intro, outro, and in the main break. I like to use it always like this to create the story. Okay, and we have the kick here. It's together. And we have some drums and loops that's going on, crowd. Here we have the kick and the bass. As you can see, like I spoke in the beginning, take down the volume a little bit. Yeah. For me, the most important is the resolution of the sound. I like to make my sound really wild. Like you see, it's always like full stereo on the leads and vocals and stuff. I like to put my kick and bass in mono. Yeah. So for me it's very important actually, it's to keep my eyes open on this frequency and this frequency, which is low and high, because I think this makes the problem with the sound. What else? Yeah, a lot of people ask me about some upcoming music. So, what I can tell you is that I have lots of new stuff that I work. I have like some kind of different styles actually. I have some reggae style, I have some psytrance style, I have some very interesting collab that I can show you now, but I promise to share with you guys. What else? What questions we have? Okay. Yeah, okay. So for all the guys that don't know me, hi again, I'm Yaniv, Mr. Black, and today we just released our song, me and Ale Mora, Party People, on Revealed, and I would like to show you everything you want to know about the production, about the instrument that I use, about my studio, about myself, and anything you want to know. So, hi Ruggiero, how are you? Yeah, lots of people asking about collab, and I'm actually very open-minded for collaborations. When I hear something that I like, it doesn't matter if it's a huge artist or even unknown artist. For me, what is more important is the music and the vibe. So yeah, you can send me anything you want to my Facebook, and of course I listen to everything you send and try to get back to you. Okay, so let's back to the project. yeah, people ask me about the synth of the drop. So like I showed in the beginning, it's about few layers. This synth, it's already like mixed down, as you see, but it was like one channel that Ali sent me with the idea of the drop, and then I like layer it with the massive and with this synthesizer. It's a Moog Voyager. It's kind of analog sound, and I really like it actually. It's very fat, and it's a little bit of work because you need to fix the sound before you use it. But yeah, sometimes it's worth it. So this is like bunch of layers that I mixed already together. Let me show you. Yeah, hi Miguel. You asked me about my favorite plugins for compression. Okay, I have like a big theory with compression. Usually, my personal opinion, I don't like too much to use compression. I like to have like to make some tricks that give you the feeling of the compression, but is not, and then I can control how much exactly I want from the compression. But this is just my opinion. As you see here, I don't have any compression. Maybe on the group of the kick and bass I have a little bit, but I use basically SSL compression. Let's check. No, nothing. This one is like super simple and less plugins, because I think when you don't use too much high frequency with leads, with the big leads, you have much more space to push the kick and the bass, and you don't need so much compression. And yeah. Hi Manrico, sorry if I didn't say it right, but like I said when we started live, this project have something really special. Actually, it's the first time I just didn't use anything on the master. Like you see, it's like 0 point, and nothing work. So sometimes it can sound like really big and good, I guess, without anything, just to mix it like the way you like. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice trick that this is a nice trick that I like to do almost always. It's to make kind of a punchy rhythm on the bass line or the lead or everything that need a little bit of attack. But I don't like to use it from the synths because I can't control it like well. So what I do usually very small synth with noise and a little bit of attack, and it sounds like this, like small kick with a little bit verb and noise, but it helps a lot. Let me show you. It's helped a lot if you open the step of the bass line. I can show you with or without. You can feel the punch that it's make. For example, now, see see there is like no attack on the main sound, and if you open the kick, it sounds a little bit empty, I think, and not so much powerful. So yeah, I prefer it like this. Yeah. Let's go to the second break. Okay, so let's go for this channel. It's a Nexus. This is the MIDI. I use like very simple saw. This is the chords, and I start to layer it with some few instruments. Let me show you how it's built. Okay, so let's start with this Nexus, which is kind of brass, but long brass. And this is like octave, third. I think people, for those people that know the track, I think sometimes they miss some parts in the track, because there is like the big story and small details. So this kind of details, sometimes you miss them. Yeah, let's make the tension. First, the bassline give you all the body of this part, and the main hook, it's actually the brass. Let me just open the brass. This is basically the melody of this track, and when you open everything, you can feel all the harmony and drums and everything together. Yeah, guys, so I would like to know, any questions? Which software are you using? So usually I work with Cubase. I like also to try Ableton, Logic. I like to work with all programs, but my favorite one, it's Cubase 9, like you can see. Yeah, it's very helpful for me, because I like to work with a lot of shortcuts. So it's very comfortable. Let me show you some tricks that I use always with Cubase. Okay, for example, let's take this. Okay, let's take this sound. It doesn't matter which sound, but just want to show you some trick that I use. Okay. Okay, let's take this jaws, I call it jaws sound. Okay, I mark the sound until, I don't know, if I want like to make it until 17 or even longer, tail or verb or delay or distortion, everything that I want to use FX on Wave, I have here in the keyboard. What I do, it goes like this. Just make bounce, and for example I put verb and bounce it. I will do it again for those guys that just saw it. And here you can see the long tail, and you control the sound exactly like you want. And if you want to, let me undo again, so it's like this, okay. So it's very small sound with no verb at all, and then I mark it, I bounce it very quick, and I can put a verb. I can do the same with delay, for example. You see, just I have like the keyboards here, Shift D, Shift R, a lot of shortcuts, and then for example this is the delay, just press enter, it's gonna sound like this. This is very small, but if I want to make it long, so I just put some feedback or change the pattern of the delay, and it can sound, you can do preview, which is very noisy right now because I just try to show you some effects. Yeah. Also for editing, it's really helpful for me for the flow. So I like to edit very fast, because sometimes I feel stuck if I can't try some things very fast. So for example, I mark this part, which is, hold on, okay, I mark this part, and sometimes I want to make it like double, so basically I just mark it and copy all the part, double time. You can see like this. I can make the undo, and it's gonna disappear. And if I want the part, see, like very easy. Yeah, that's it basically. Hello Takeru from Japan, Ohio. How are you? Thank you very much. Hey Emil, do you think Cubase is more friendly to use than Logic? Actually, I don't think it's about easy, it's about what you start with, I think. All the programs have the shortcuts, all the programs have the same instruments, basically, the same plugins, so it's about what makes you feel comfortable. And actually what kind of tip that I can give you, it's very important if you have like some friends that work with the program, and they can help you, you know, to share some ideas, and yeah, information, sharing information, it's really important. What is my favorite plugin? It depends for what, but let me show you a plugin that I use a lot. Okay, so let's go to the step. For example, I use a lot this EQ, the Pro Q2. You can see, you can control the frequency, the tune, the note, and you can just, for example, I like to, let me just show you guys. for example, this is like the main step. So with the Pro Q I can do something like really interesting. For example, if I just make a big notch like this, I can hear what I like or I don't like, and to cut it like very fast and comfortable. Like you see, this is some frequency that I didn't like. You see, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like very noisy. Also this one. And if you want a very clean mix, so you need to work on each sound and to try to make it like bright and big. Also, I like to use this Brainworks, the stereo spread. Yeah, like you can see, this is the sound after I open the stereo. If I close it, it sounds like very mono, and it's kind of disturbing the sub, which can make you a problem with your mix. So that's it. Okay. Let's keep moving. Let me take you to the outro. Lots of people ask me about the outro and so yeah, like I say in the beginning, I like to use in the intro and the outro all the sound that I use in the main track, but in the intro I try to introduce the sound before I'm gonna drop it with a drop or break, and in the outro I just want to give the feelings and of what we had in the main part. Yeah, like you hear very like the tribal feeling of drums. It's like very groovy and give you like lots of power when you mix it. Let me show you other stuff that I have. Some Vox that's going on always, like the whole track. Hey Emil, I see your question, and you asked me, do you make most sample yourself or buy packs? So, to be honest, I use a lot of samples from a lot of packs that I buy, and also when I buy the samples, I want to make them like more unique actually. So I have like a very big process that I do on it, like distortion, like verb, like delay. Sometimes I use reverse on the sound and I pitch it down or up, so I give them like different taste. So yeah, I work a lot with samples, but I also like to build my sound and my own sample pack, you know, with the kicks that I build and bass lines and some leads. I like to work a lot with synths. So yeah, it depends how it sounds in the end. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. Okay. Yeah, for the people that just join us, so introduce myself again. I'm Mr. Black. I'm Yaniv, and we are now in a Q&A for Revealed Recording. I just did this track, Party People, alongside Ali Mora. So yeah, basically, if you have any questions, you can ask me. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, let's keep in touch.